And again, if you nibbled on crude, you're taking a little 10 ticks here. I take 10. I'll take 10 and 20 ticks. And then if you've got more than a couple of exits, you hold out for 63.40, 63.50. So crude's doing okay. Remember, if we dip down to near 700 or 685, I'm going to let this thing cook a little bit. And I'm going to be a buyer down here around 690. So the NASDAQ, I'm oddly comfortable with buying a little deeper. And we'll buy the S&P near 40, 41 halves. All right, so I need to obviously take those off. Don't need those position exits on. Crude popping nicely. It's giving you 20 ticks. Again, the buy was real nice. 10 tick drawdown was all. Nice pop. All right, I am back with you. All right, 5 minutes to go. Got a little long trade on in the NASDAQ. Looking for roughly 780, 786, 787. And then a little bit higher there at 810. So looking for some pretty good, not looking for a small trade. Not looking for a monster, but could have taken 30 points out of that. I'm going to look for something a little bit beefier. So I'm keeping it small for now. I'll buy it at a deeper level. We're going to get some pretty good volatility this morning. That I can assure you. And with good volatility should come some good range. Crude oil is coming up to, or has hit another exit for you. As I said, something near 63.50. They're at 63.47. So I would take that to the bank. Nice trade from 63.13 area. 10, 20, 30 ticks. Not a bad way to scale out, especially if you put on a few positions. 10 ticks, 20 ticks, 30 ticks. I love those multiples for crude. Worked out beautifully, just as I laid out in the morning brief. Success in crude. All right, so with crude out of the way, I'll focus my attention on S&P and NASDAQ. Take our crude for the win. Here she comes. As I said, NASDAQ should have a pretty good bounce. That's why I like that 737 or below it. I wasn't just looking for 30 points. Should have a pretty beefy bounce back up to at least 780, 790. And we're off. It came up just underneath it. We'll see if they can pop back up there. Oh, that was, oh my God. Are you kidding me, NASDAQ? Wow. Look at that. They got within 5 points of my number. All right. Well, here we go. All right. Oh, look at that. All right, back to the S&P here, guys. So we're going to trade one to 60, 58, 59. We're going to take one at 54. If we filled, we'd be booking this right here at 737. That's why I said try to buy it below it to come back up to 737. Wow. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. We're going to hang on to this. We're going to try to carve some out here. There we go. Worked out okay, like I said. The Nasdaq made a deeper plunge, and it's like they're going to come back up to retest 737. No matter what they do on the downside, they're coming back up to 737. And they did. So we took the majority of the position off at 737. Got a lot to manage here. And we're still going to try for this 53 and 58 on the S&P. They spiked the 40s. They tested that 40. I'm going to be buying 23s if they get down there, and I'm going to be buying them pretty good. Trade accordingly. Let's try to get some of these 53s and 58s. I told you there was going to be some volatility. There we go. We got our NASDAQ trade. We're flat. Nice NASDAQ. NASDAQ, very good and volatile. Picked them up at the right spot. There's that ripper. I love that NASDAQ trade. I love it. Look at the NASDAQ. How good was that? Now, I'm just going to move this down a little bit. Let's just, all right. So we're filled with S&P. How about that NQ, guys? That's 200 points almost from the low to where they're sitting right now. There you go. There's your S&P trade. Thank you for playing, ladies and gentlemen. I said they're going to come back up and test 59.60. There's no way that they don't. The question is, how low do they go before they come back up to 59.60?